Hello, this is Christine from Ascension Arcana Tarot. Today is Monday, March 11th. I'm a day late for my reading this week, but let's pull a weekly reading and see what you guys need to know. Show me what my viewers need to know for this upcoming week. This is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? As always, this guy wants to come out sweet. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This card is very funny in this deck. So I recently did a reading for a friend and pointed out that this magician guy has this like finger full of fire in the baby's face. I don't know why. I just think that's hilarious. The baby's like so happy and the dog is super happy. I like that. I feel like this is a super joyful card talking about family and prosperity and stability. Let's see what else comes out here. Let's see what the message is for that one. I feel joy with that. I'm super drawn to the dog and the baby who both have big happy grins on their faces. What else do my viewers need to know for this week? I don't know if these guys want to chat today. Might have been it. It's funny, I was gonna use the Wild Unknown Tarot and then the witches called for me and now they don't want to talk. Oh, here we go. Five of Wands, that's interesting. Let's see what else wants to come out here. We've got, oh man, we've got some sad vibes going on here, you guys. The Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. So, Five of Wands here is an energy of like conflict and clashing. And the Five of Cups, as you can tell from this very, very sad horse, it's like a pretty sorrowful energy. Actually, I'm wondering if this is a message here of like having some sort of a conflict with your family because of the Ten of Pentacles card. These all in combination together to me would indicate maybe like some hasty words being said, kind of coming into something a little hot-headed, and then kind of having like this immediate regret about what was said or what was done. It's interesting because the Pentacles is 10, and then we have two fives here, which would also be a 10. The fives for me are a huge number of change. Let's switch back here and see what's going on. Okay, so I felt called to pull from the witches again. Oh, this is sweet. So we have the Knight of Cups. These guys all fell out, so I feel like this is our story here. I think it's funny that it's bookmarked by two more white horses. So never fear, whatever's going on with this horse, I feel like everything's going to be okay. So we've got the Knight of Cups. He is a reliable knight. He usually brings in good news, like an emotional message, something positive. He's kind of holding his cup out. He's pretty sweet. It's the same cup that we've seen before from the Ace of Cups. So he's coming in with some good news. The Wheel of the Year in this deck is the Wheel of Fortune in the traditional deck. Again, we have another 10. I'm really drawn to the numbers in this reading for some reason. This is turning around this heartbreak, I think. There's my cat. I don't know if you guys can see her. I feel like this Three of Swords is related to these fives here. And there's even like this little... It's like a little fairy or something. Sorry, I don't know if I can... Do you see that little fairy flying around on the top there? it's interesting because this card is like somewhat colorful. There's another little fairy right here too. And the fairies are black and white, and their energy is like bouncing off these cards to me. It's interesting that there's two, and then there's the two cards here, right? So this Three of Swords is very much connected to like your sadness, this sort of feeling of like heartbreak or betrayal. Again, maybe around a family situation. I keep being drawn to that aspect of this card. So that heartbreak being turned around, this is really a beautiful card. I love that. The thing that I'm drawn to on this card is like, it's just lush, and the gold is really beautiful. So, sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can kind of just be like a neutral card because it's about change, but I'm definitely feeling this as a positive change in this reading. And then these are so sweet, the Fool and the Sun together. So the Fool is a card of adventure, taking a leap of faith. You can see he's like walking right on the edge of the cliff, right? And not even looking where he's going, and his little dog's like running around with him. He's holding a little white rose in his hand. I'm actually drawn to that. That's like a symbol of innocence, I think. And he's just traveling lightly. He doesn't really have heavy burdens or anything like that. He's just off on his adventure, right? And then the Sun is such a sweet card. This is, for me, one of the very happiest cards in the tarot. We got this little kid riding on his horse through the sunflowers, and it's like big beaming sunshine behind him, right? So, what I would, sorry, my cat's meowing. What I would say here is that, whatever this conflict is, this family situation, that you kind of go into and are having these regrets about for maybe words that were said or things like that, there's going to be a healing or a peace that comes in, or a positive, emotionally touching message afterwards that's going to help bring some positive changes to this heartbreak here. I actually wonder if it's like resolving kind of like a long-standing issue or family situation. I almost feel like the energy that I'm getting is that it's like cathartic, right? That it's like finally the situation kind of came to a head, right? Especially with these cards being minor arcana up here, and then having the three majors down here, and the cards that they are, speak really powerfully of this situation changing in like an extraordinarily positive way. So the Wheel turning and bringing in some good fortune, the Fool kind of taking that leap of faith and just having a sense of like freedom and lightness and releasing a burden. So maybe whatever this upset was with your family had felt burdensome, but now that it's being resolved, you can kind of, feel more free and feel like you're walking a little lighter on the earth. And then this beautiful Sun card, just speaking of some significant joy that can come in as a result of this. And even with the little child on the card, I wonder if maybe it would bring some healing from childhood, or healing of your inner child if you're doing like any inner child healing. I really feel that very strongly from this card, that like that sweet child energy, right? And that it's the inner child that's feeling really joyful and free and happy. That's really sweet. Let's see. I usually do twin flame cards, but this is not so much of a twin flame reading. Okay. We're going to do an angel number oracle. Oh gosh, we got two of them right off the bat. Okay. Oh, that's really sweet. So 3 sorry, I'm going to read them to you. I know they're like a little long. 3333 says social skills, hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It's time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. I love that. So I feel like that card is totally speaking to exactly what I said about these are the problems that you're having today that are going to disappear. Your luck is about to change is very much the energy that I got from the Wheel of Fortune card. And then talking about your captivating energy and inspirational personality feels to me like the energy of the Fool and maybe even the Sun there with like some charisma, right? Don't let ego get the best of you. I feel like this was some ego mess, which is why it came up to be healed, right? And then the other one is 0909, New Beginnings. Great change, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. That's so sweet. I feel like this one speaks to the Fool card too. I'm so drawn to the these two cards because this is always kind of, well, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time for me, the energy flows from top to bottom, left to right, just as if I was reading like a book, right? So in terms of where the energy's flowing, it's flowing right to these two. And what sweet cards to have as an outcome, the Fool and the Sun. That's a fabulous energy. And on this card, speaking of the new adventure, I mean, the Fool is Adventure City. It's like pretty much his entire vibe. And the Sun too, I think with that confidence and that freedom is an adventure card as well. So I love that. That's super fun. I hope that resonates. Feel free to leave me a comment below. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.